Yo, what is going on, guys? We are here. Madden 20, My League, My Rules, episode 9, I believe? I think it's what, yeah, I think we're on episode 9. Let's go with that. It's the start of season 3 of this series here. And that's actually going through this quick. I like it. I like how fast we're moving. We're going to start off here just looking at the Vikings. Because, start of year 3. In case you didn't know, we completely tore down the Vikings. We are rebuilding them from the ground up. And we're going to do it fast. The reason why I'm saying we're going to do it fast is if you look at this, we have a really bright future. I mean, the quarterback's not the bright spot here. Jamie Denton is not the future, at least I don't think. Just some random dude they drafted. We could bring someone in, but it's not even worth it. Because, I mean, got a couple great young receivers here. If you look at the defense is bright, man. Defense looks really good. We got a bunch of hidden devs here. We got 4 hidden dev players. I do want to just start them, but I mean, we'll get them the snaps in the preseason by being the backups. So, we'll at least let them get their reps from there. And yeah, so hopefully things look bright for the Steelers. I just spent the past half hour putting in the right people in the right spots to make sure we have maximum play time for people. So we go to a team like the Steelers here. I mean, we got to give Wyatt McKinley reps at some point. I don't remember what dev trade he has. What does he have? Star. Okay. It's because we have Cam Newton there right now. So I think if Cam Newton gets off to a bad start, say they start off 0-3, then we might have to put in Wyatt. Otherwise, I'm totally fine with him sitting a year. Yeah, I just think that wouldn't be the worst idea. We just let him sit and just learn behind Cam Newton, someone that he probably looked up to growing up and has very similar traits as Wyatt McKinley. So it would be nice. It would be nice to learn behind him. You can see, we had to move TJ Watt over. I don't know if you guys know, but they did get a new coach and they did change schemes. This SQ guy, we're actually going to make him the number 2. Actually, I didn't get up to this team. This is the last team I didn't get up to yet, in terms of looking at every team here. This Reynolds dude, Jimmy Reynolds, 64 hidden dev. Is it worth it? Is it worth putting superstar? It's worth putting him up. So I think we'll move him to the right outside, as he'll probably fit the scheme. I hope he'll fit the scheme. Just move him to the right outside and give him some play time. Might as well. I don't know if we drafted. No, we definitely didn't draft him in the first round. He's the starter though, which is good. Give him the reps. And yeah, one other thing, we go to a team like the Eagles. This is just a pure example of what we're doing here. So just to maximize play potential for a team, we move players around. We move Brandon Graham to D tackle to give Josh Sweat some reps, and just something like that as an example, just to maximize player potential. Now, and looking at their team too, I wanted to sign someone, but they are at 0 cap. They cannot do anything right now. I don't know how this happened, but they literally cannot afford anyone. Their safeties and linebackers are garbage, but if you go to look at their salary cap, it is awful. Look at this. They don't even have space for next year. Oh no, cap space 1.9. They have $2 million in cap space. They can't do anything. They cannot do anything. But their offense looks really good. Their defensive line looks really good. Their corners look good. So the Eagles should be good. They should be good. They should be a good team this year. On the Eagles, one of the questions in particular is, what do we do with Miles Sanders here? He's a 77 normal dev 24. But I mean, we have this Boyd dude who's 77 23, star dev 2. So I mean, we're definitely going to put him as the starter. I just don't know what we're going to do with Sanders. I don't know if we could trade him. No team really has any running backs that, no team needs a running back right now. Maybe the Bears, but Dave Montgomery's 78, so I mean, might as well not do that. I mean, like, if you look at every team here, they're pretty much primed and set up in a good running back position. I mean, like, some teams like Fournette and Barkley, like, they don't have backups, but they are the workhorse. Like, they're meant to get every carry, so it's not even a big deal. But I mean, like a team like the Patriots, like they have their duo. Same with the Raiders, like they have their duo too. So I don't really know what to do here. I guess we'll just leave it be. Yeah, I mean, we could move him to the Vikings. Unless he would be an upgrade. And he will be a young talent. So we could do that, but I mean, what would the Vikings trade with? Like, what would they can't even? The Eagles can't even do that. Like, let me see here. Miles Sanders. I mean, they need everything, of course. We could give them. I don't know. We just traded with them. That's the thing. So I mean, like, I should have done this trade earlier. We give him Jordan Jenkins, as this guy has the hidden dev. But that wouldn't be the best idea. That really wouldn't. I mean, it would fit their need. Nah, you know what? We're just going to keep Miles Sanders on the Eagles. We're going to start advancing the weeks here. Probably go to mid-season, see what we should be doing. But a team that I think needs to do good this year is a team like the Dolphins. They are all in on Josh Rosen like we planned them to. Remove Jakeem Grant to running back just because he'll do better in the scheme, in my opinion. Because, like, he'll be a wide receiver 4. And it's not even going to help. Devontae Parker already stretches the field. Thielen's amazing, and Robinson's really good, too. So, oh, they have this guy here. Lakeem Craver. 75 tight end. That's actually really good. What depth chart is he? Oh, my God, a superstar. Oh my God. I feel bad for ASJ, but we gotta start him. Well, what's the stats? Nothing. Ugh. So ugly in stats. I'd rather be the number 2. And don't forget they have Anthony Craig, superstar. Was it the X Factor or was it the superstar at linebacker? I already forgot. The superstar. Okay. That I have the Montagna dude. Yep, Montagna is starting good. One other team is the Carolina Panthers here. Panthers are in a bit of a situation as we spend so much money on McCaffrey that we don't have a quarterback. So I don't know what to do there. We have this dude Preston Albert that they drafted. I'm pretty sure like he looks really good already. So I moved McCaffrey around in some schemes. So in the formation subs, I made him a slot receiver in the shotgun formation, and this dude's our power back. And see, we got Will Grier. He's been in the system a while. We could keep him, or we could bring in a better quarterback. I mean, no one here is a scheme fit, other than Big Ben, and Big Ben's not much better than Will Grier, 1 overall better. I think we just keep Will Grier. I think we roll the dice with him. That's what I've been thinking this entire time. I don't think Will Grier is bad in any means. I have not seen how he plays in Madden. I have no clue how good he is. But I mean, 87 short, 80 mid, not even that bad. I think he'll play good. He's got a lot of targets with him to help him out. So, yeah. I think should do pretty good as the Raiders are basically going all in here on Derek Carr with a lot of weapons for him to use as well. Between Josh Jacobs and Austin Eckler, 3 wide receivers. We got a rookie quarterback. I just realized this. Robert Peck. Is he any good? He's got the superstar dev. Interesting. Put Derek Carr in the hot seat. How many years does he have left in his deal? Oh, he's got 2 years. Could probably develop this guy for 2 years and then throw in Robert Peck if Derek Carr isn't working out. We have this dude here sitting. Can't really put him anywhere, can we? Guess we could let him learn a year anyway. 69 overall. He's not really going to be good at starting. He does have a start dev, so he could come in for some guy after. If the we could let one of these linemen walk if we need to. And then as for their defense, they have James Joseph, who looks really good. So, yeah. This team looks really good all around here. I'm hope for the best out of the Raiders this year, too. The weeks now as we're at the start of the regular season. Now, one thing to take note, it is the year of the quarterback signings. So, for example, I mean, it's Baker Mayfield's contract year, Josh Allen, Josh Rosen, Sam Darnold, and Lamar Jackson. And Mason Rudolph, who I have no clue where Mason Rudolph went. Is Mason Rudolph free agent? We should bring Mason Rudolph to the Vikings. I don't remember if I cut him or not. That actually would be a really good idea if we bring him to the Vikings. I don't know what overall he is. I gotta go check. Maybe we trade for him. Let me see. Is he a free agent? I don't remember what I did. Did I let him go, or is he a free agent? That made no sense what I just said. Did I let him go, or is he a free agent? He's still on that roster, so I think we're going to trade him. It's actually a really good idea. I didn't think of this. Trade Mason Rudolph to the Vikings, because he is in a contract year. We could trade him for cheap, probably. Because he's still on the Steelers, and they're going a completely new route. As you can see, Cam Newton, Wyatt McKinley. Mason Rudolph is a scheme fit as well. So we could trade him for, like, we could probably even get, like, trade him for a fifth. And get away with it. Because they have a lot of draft picks. We could probably do Mason Rudolph in a fourth for a fifth. Get that 4th round pick. Basically, it would be, it's like one of those, like, we're basically cutting him, but the Vikings are guaranteeing the pick. It's like one of those, like when Keeps Leave got traded. It's like kind of like one of those. There we go. So now Mason Rudolph will be the future quarterback. Maybe not the future. I think Mason Rudolph is a better fit than any of these two dudes anyway. I mean, 71 is not the best, but it's better than nothing. This guy did not develop at all during the neither of these guys developed during the preseason anyway. So, and Mason Rudolph's on a shitty team, so it's not like we could really get that angry about how they do. So yeah, teams that I expect good things from this year as we are about to start the season, the New York Jets, man. They actually look really good right now. They better not disappoint, as I think they made the playoffs for 3 straight years, if I'm not mistaken here. And I mean, their offense looks good. Their defense looks amazing. Probably the best well-rounded defense in the league right now. And we have Jamal Adams on a franchise tag deal, so if he could win some games for us, if he can make some more plays rather than do absolutely nothing like he's done the past 2 years, and then ask for $100 million, you might want to get out of there. So I'm going to switch to the Browns, and then I'm going to advance it to week 3, and I want to see the contract that Baker Mayfield is going to demand, because that's going to be retarded. Say he's going to want $275 million. Let's take a look here. Baker Mayfield, $251. Oh, we got to sign Denzel and Chubb and... oof. Oy. Yeah, we got the money. We have the money to do it. I think we definitely should prioritize Baker Mayfield over anyone else. So, I think we should honestly go 260. I just to lock him in. Let's get him a 19 mil signing bonus. Let's try and bring this up to 260. See if he takes it. There we go. $260 million man in Baker Mayfield. And then I think we'll go Denzel and then Chubb and then leave it at that. So Denzel wants 77. Oh my god. I mean, the dude, the guy is only 24. He's a 94. He's got to have been locked down, right? Like, 2 interceptions, 4 pass deflections, 41 catches. I don't know if that's a high number or not. Like, because Madden doesn't really determine these catching allowed numbers. I don't know how it works. So, I mean, I guess he's been locked down if he's only gotten 2 picks. They don't really throw to him that much. So, I mean, 77 mil. Let's just see if he takes it. Let's see if he takes this. There we go. Then you just gotta sign Nick Chubb. Then we'll be good. That comes to mind, the Baltimore Ravens. How are they doing? They're at 1-1. Lamar Jackson's turn to get signed. Let's see. He wants 236. Whew. Mark Andrews wants some money. Mark Ingram wants some. We don't need Mark Ingram because we did draft that guy. I forgot his name. But we did draft someone that's going to take his place after this year. Yes, Maxwell, dude. He looks really good. So, we can let him go after this. Besides, he'll probably start regressing. Lamar Jackson won Player of the Week. So, we'll reward him with a big contract. We'll reward him with a 250. We'll go 250 mil. We'll give him a little bit more money than he wants. Just to make him happy. We could probably get away with 245, actually. There we go. And then we definitely need Orlando Brown. Franchise tackle. We could even give him... We could probably go 51 mil. 51.3, fine with me. There we go. Up is the New York Jets. Sam Darnold needs to get paid. Jets are off to an 0-2 start. Oh no. 0-2 start. Sam Darnold has 3 passing touchdowns in 2 games. Hopefully he turns it around. I don't want to pay him yet then. Because I mean, Lamar Jackson showed success so far. Baker Mayfield got to a Super Bowl. He's shown success and consistent playoff opportunities 2 years in a row. Lamar Jackson made the playoffs last year as well. So, I mean, the Jets, they made the playoffs the first year. The next year, not so much. Jamal Adams also needs to get paid. Don't know if we have the space for both of them because they both probably want $100 million contracts each. Sam Darnold wants 155. God damn, is he even worth 155? Not to me. I mean, looks like we have the space to get both of them, but then that means we probably won't be able to get anyone else. So, we'll have to work something out here. I mean, Jamal Adams wants $100 million, dude. Oh my god. Like, this, like, if that was his contract year, I would 100% have paid him, but after that, he's not played that well. So, like, that's just the problem here. That's why I don't want to freaking do it. Ugh. Anywho, next team. Miami Dolphins. We went all in on Josh Rosen. They're 1-1. I mean, it's only been 3 weeks, so I can't really criticize everyone here. But I mean, let's just hope that they turn things around at some point, win some games for us, because that's what we need. That's what we need out of Josh Rosen. I'm confident that they can win games. I'm confident their team could be really good at the end of this year as well. As, like, they have a really well-built team. Really well-built foundation. So if things don't work out, we could at least draft a quarterback if we have to. Looking at contracts, Chris Harris on a 1-year, just going to let him go at that point, I think. I mean, he's been holding his overall very well the past few years, so. What does Rosen want? Only wants 74. That is a very negotiable deal. We could probably even give him 6 years at that length. It's not even that much. That's a good deal for me. If he proves himself this year, if he plays very well, then we'll give him that contract. I mean, he's been so mediocre, but he hasn't really had anything to work with. This year he has all the freaking talent around him and a good defense. So he better throw more than 18 touchdowns. Because, I mean, got Kareem Hunt, got 4 wide receivers, you got 3 really good tight ends, you got this bomb of a defense where the lowest overall on your defense is a 74 rookie who has superstar depth. So you gotta produce. You gotta produce in a system like that. Maybe I have to change the scheme. You know, he's developed to an 85, so he is one of the, what is that, the 3rd best quarterback out of this class? So, I mean, Mason Rudolph's technically number 6 at the lowest. Baker's a 96, then Lamar, then Josh Allen, then Sam Darnold, and Rosen. That's probably how I would rank them too, personally. Rosen is an 86 overall, actually, who has maxed out throw power, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I mean, what's his stat line been before I look at his contracts? 32 touchdowns in back-to-back years. Was a little less careless with the ball this year, but same completion percentage. His incompletion just went for picks instead. Off to a decent start on the year so far. Let's see his contract. Let's see what he wants. And then Micah Hyde wants 80. He's actually holding his overall pretty well, so maybe. Josh Allen wants 183. It's not even that bad, considering that we just paid 2 quarterbacks $250 and $75 million respectively. In Lamar and Baker Mayfield respectively. They got a lot of 77 overall players to sign, middle of the pack players. I don't think we should sign Micah Hyde because he might regress a lot next year. So I think we'll wait till the end of the year for that. We should definitely keep these 2. AJ Bouye is a maybe. We'll take a look at all that. We'll look at all that later. So I think we'll advance to week 8. See if we should do any trades last second. And if not, then we'll go one more week, look at the MVPs, and call it an episode. We can scout now, actually. I guess I left out the Steelers in the scouting. So we will take a look at this class. In terms of quarterbacks, because like a team like the Vikings will need one. Just see what quarterbacks look good here. Looks like Malcolm Harris may be the best. This guy's still pretty good too, even though he's projected early 6th. That's just his awareness rating being very low. That's really all that means. There's like a criteria that I looked up on how to tell which quarterbacks are good. And all 3 of these guys, actually this guy and this guy passed the criteria. The awareness rating determines the draft location. So like he just has really low awareness, Whitley, but should be good nonetheless. Got a lot of good running backs in this draft too, which is a damn shame because the running backs are developing nicely right now in Madden. That's really it. Corners are okay. Eesh. Not the best draft. It looks like it's just like a lot of running backs and a lot of good O-linemen. Not a lot of good O-linemen. A couple of good O-linemen. I guess we got edge rushers too. It's a mix. It's a good mix. But that's what we need here. Alright, we just got a dev trade opportunities you guys saw right there for James Conner. Steelers are 2-2. Vikings are 2-2. Why? Why are they winning? Stop winning. So I think we'll play this game, try and get James Conner up a dev trade, because I think we do need to sign him this year too. Oh no, I guess we already signed him. Did we sign him? I don't recall signing James Conner, but I'll take it. We probably got to sign Juju though this year too. No, I guess Juju's next year maybe. Did we already sign Juju? Might have already signed Juju. You got to sign Minkah Fitzpatrick, and he only wants that. That's all he wants. He wants $5 million a year. I'm gonna sign him to a 7-year deal. This is the most worth it contract I've ever seen. Jesus Christ. That deal was so worth it. Everyone else, I think we're good. I haven't played as Cam Newton yet in Madden, so let's hop in this game. We'll see how Cam Newton plays. How the Vikings are 2-2. They really have one of the worst rosters I've ever seen. But, we're gonna hop in here. So, why is Jalen Samuels getting the first round? Come on. We have to get James Conner 150 scrimmage yards. So, that's what our goal is here. But since, Jalen Samuels wants to be out there instead, I gotta change his play here. Remember that we do play on arcade mode just because we're trying to have fun here. I mean, I'm not trying to take this too serious because I do have to control 30 teams. 32 teams, so I'm not trying to take anything serious here. Second down here after the stuffed run here. We're trying to get this ball going with James Conner. Good blocking by Juju. Get the truck with Conner. Oh, still going. That guy's on the field. He's ineligible. What is that? Give it to James Conner one more time. Huge gap as we stiff arm the wrong way. Jets are 0-4 down there. Like, come on. This playbook, jeez, they do not have good plays. Nonetheless, though, 3rd and 13. I'll put a sign for Conner just in case I see him open. As it is a man coverage, so we could get James Conner here, and we do. Can he get to the end zone? Breaking tackles, dive for it. Down to the 1. Slow, man. Only 87 speed, but he can do a lot. He is elusive and can't break tackles, apparently. It's a loss of 7. Try stretch play here. If that doesn't work, we'll throw a pass and throw him down. Oh, the barreling over him. James Conner is in. Well, with the stretch run here, oh, we got a lot of field to work with. Juju with great downfield blocking. And James Conner's in. Right, this kick might be a little too far, so I do got to get a little closer here. Trying to hit Juju on a slant. Oh, maybe we take Juju to the house. As that out route by Switzer led up the middle of the field. And Juju takes it home. I keep saying Juju. So James Conner is now a superstar dev. At age 26, that's going to be very nice. Should develop probably to 95 before he starts regressing. We could get James Washington a dev trade too right now. I don't know if I want to do that, honestly. Like, I don't want to hop into another game, but I feel like we should. I mean, I just did it for James Conner. It kind of would be unfair to do it with James Washington. We do got to sign James Washington too, right? Yeah, it is a contract year, so I guess we could lowball him with this contract now, then hop in the game and give him a dev trade boost. Put him on a nice little slant or probably right in the middle there. There we go. Get some downfield blocking here from Washington. Give him some yards. See if we can get him on that little stop and go route right up the middle of the field. Yeah, I think we can in the end zone. And Adrian Amos plays it horribly. And James Washington is in for a touchdown. If we move out left with Conner, this is man coverage. We got a whole lot of field for James Washington. And that we do. If you can cut this corner, there he goes. See, we gotta keep working these man beater routes with him. So he seems to be cooking with that man coverage. Uh-oh. Cam Newton, we're gonna have to scramble with him. Oh, look at this. James Washington. Can you get to the end zone? He's in. Oh, look at this. James Washington breaking a shit ton of tackles. We'll finish up this drive with just focusing on James Washington, and then we'll call it. See, we're gonna fit it into that corner right there. Did he? Dude, I think he kept his feet in. Just gonna try and focus on getting this first down here. So we're gonna do it with Cam. We're gonna do it with Cam and his legs. As he's trucking everyone. Getting the first down. I throw this slant to James Washington. Should be able to cook his man here. High pass it, and he's in. I've traded a nod. James Washington, that would have sucked ass. But so now we got a really good situation for our future rookie quarterback, or for our future quarterback here. He has superstar dev. Got James Conner and James Washington and Juju, all with really good dev traits, and we're set up for a bright future here in Pittsburgh. Because you lose Cam Newton, that's no big deal. We got this guy coming in right after him. Defense still needs to be worked on just a little bit. I mean, Minkah Fitzpatrick just signed a long-term deal for stupid cheap. So, looking good there. David DeCastro we could maybe sign. I don't know. I want to see how much he regresses before I sign to a 2-year deal. Judging that he's a 95 and he's 30, we got it. That's a good deal. Give it to him. Marquise Pouncey, we let him go and then we brought him back, so we'll see what that 1 year. We'll see how much he regresses. Terrell Edmonds on a 5-year deal worth 34. It's not even that bad. Minkah Fitzpatrick wanted a cheaper deal, man. So we'll just give that to him. He wants more money. Go fuck yourself. We'll leave it at that. Oh my god, now TJ Watt. I don't want to play the defense. TJ Watt could apparently get a superstar X Factor ability here. That's impossible. I can't control that. We're week 8 here. Steelers are leading their division 5-2. We may have to sign Cam Newton. He's playing this good. Winning them games, man. I feel bad for Wyatt. We have to do the right thing, though. Obviously, we're not going to sign Cam. He'll get signed somewhere else if he continues playing like this. But first in NFL in passing yards, first in touchdowns. He looks like his MVP self again. And we only threw 3 passing touchdowns in 1 game. So the rest has just been all him. 3 passing touchdowns is not even that much. Like, that's actually crazy that he's doing that through 7 games. 25 through 7 games. I'm just realizing that. Oh my god. Browns are 2-4, and that's quite concerning. The Colts are 6-0, and the Lions are 6-1. The Colts are 6-0. Whew. Let's take a look at them. Let's see how they're doing. They do need to sign some people. Darius Leonard and Quentin Nelson in particular. They have the cap space. T.Y. Hilton as well. Oof. Oof. They got a lot of people to sign here. We have the cap space, so we could do this. 6-0 start to the season. That's really good. Jacoby Brissett's probably playing like a near MVP level 2, as he always does bad. And if you don't know, Jacoby Brissett is a sim god. So, let's see here. Let's upgrade the players. I'm trying to think, like, should we do any trades before we end this episode? I mean, a team like the Colts, their team is, like, perfect. Like, look at this. Everyone is good. Everyone on their team is good. We do not need to fill a void here. So, they have DeForest Buckner and Tack. Those are the 2 big signings in the offseason. Pierre Desir is a superstar dev. They drafted this guy who's going to be really good and replace Kamoko Toure. Their team looks good, man. Their team looks really good. So let's look at the contract signings here. See if we can bring Quentin Nelson home. It's not even that bad of a contract. I think we're even going to go 4 years. I'm going to go 54 mil. See if he takes that. Wow, he wants more. I mean, I'll pay him more. He's worth the money. Darius Leonard, 102 million. Eesh. I mean, has he been playing like he's worth 102 million? Just want to make sure. I don't want to be paying people I shouldn't be paying. I guess he got injured last year. I mean, 6 sacks through 6 games is crazy, and 2 interceptions. He's playing all over the field. Holy shit. I mean, 23 tackles is kind of low. I guess they keep lining up in nickel formations, which is really annoying, because nickel formations get rid of your left outside. But we'll sign him. He's worth the money to me. Braden Smith. I can only sign 1 more person. And I guess it'll be Braden Smith. sign him to that. There we go. So we just got to bring him Quentin Nelson next week, which we can take care of there. So let's look at the team like the Dolphins. Let's see how they're doing now. 4-3, not the worst. That's good. They're still in the playoff hunt. 1.5 game back in the division. I mean, it's gonna be tough to win the division with Max Divins there. Got a bunch of young quarterbacks on this team. Jets are 2-5. That does not look good. How's Josh Rosen playing though? He's got touchdowns though. He's throwing more touchdowns than normal. Kareem Hunt's playing really good. I mean, he's got to step up, man. He's got a second half of the season he's got to play a lot better in. The sacks are down, not as good as I thought. Darren Lee, there's no turnovers. But you know what? They're playing winning football. They're 4-3, so it's not the worst. We just need Josh Rosen to step up. He should be good. So I'm gonna hold off on the contract for Josh Rosen. Don't think I'm gonna pay him just yet. Jerome Baker, that's a cheap deal. Even gonna go 4-year. I'm gonna go like 18 mil for him. There we go. And I think everyone else we're just gonna keep on standby for now. Josh Rosen does want a little more money now. Really, I mean, I don't want to pay him just yet. As we saw the draft class, there is a good quarterback there. We could trade if we need. So we're gonna hold off. Like I said, we're gonna wait. Not gonna pay him just yet. Two and 5, not looking good. I mean, how's Sam Darnold been playing? Not much better than Rosen, honestly. Le'Veon Bell's doing really good. 5.6 yards a carry. 500 yards too. Jeez, that's like a 1,200 yard pace. Sacks are okay, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's only been 7 games. Interceptions are eh. I mean, I was expecting a lot from the Jets this year too. So, kind of disappointed that they're 2-5 and might have to move on from Sam Darnold here. And I mean, that might mean we have to move on from Jamal Adams too. I don't want to. Like, I don't want to do that. But if we're not going to pay Darnold, then we might as well pay Adams. That's how I see it. So, I mean, he's at 97 at 25. Like, he's going to be maxed out 99 by 28. So, like, even if he does start regressing, we'll have skill points saved up. Like, I think that's the move. Has he been playing good this year? Look at this, it's 98. See what I mean? Been playing a lot better this year. Sacks, I don't really care about the sacks, but I mean, he already has 41 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. Ugh. I just don't get it. Like, what do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? Do we have to sign people important here? Jesse Bates, Sam Hubbard, Carlos Dunlap. I think we could just trade Carlos Dunlap right now. For Mark Walton, Jerome Brown. Guess we could throw in a 6th. Make that trade even with picks. And then we could move Dunlap to D-tackle, or maybe just make him a better pass rusher for the team. There we go. A D-tackle. Maybe we'll just make him a D-tackle. If not, he could just be another pass rusher on this already good pass rush defense. So let's see here. He goes from a 78 end to a 77 D-tackle. So we'll just leave him a D-tackle. That's an upgrade there. The Montagna has a new ability. That's cool. 3-4 for the Giants. They're not going to win their division, is the way I see it. Before I started recording this, I was trying to move BJ Hill and Dalvin Tomlinson, but I couldn't really work anything out. But they have depth at their D-line, so it's really good. I could probably try and move one of these guys. Maybe get a linebacker. Deion Buchanan is not the answer, obviously. 72-29. So, I could probably move, like, Tomlinson for a linebacker. Maybe at this point. I think we're good in terms of what we're going to do with trades. I don't think we're going to be able to work anything out here. Breland Speaks wants a 1-year deal. That's it. 78 star div. I think we'll just make it a 3. Want a 3-year deal? Maybe I was going to say maybe 4, but nah, 3's fine. 3-year deal. There we go. We can bring Taven Bryan too. It's a cheap deal as well. 3-year 15. We got our 2 D tackles. They'll turn up at some point. Ronnie Harrison, DJ Chark. I want to probably bring in Telvin Smith too. I want to bring in all these dudes. We could probably bring them all in too. With the cap space. We got plenty of cap. Ronnie Harrison. We'll just offer him this. Hey, got up the money there. DJ Chark is next. Telvin Smith's a little old, so I'm holding off on that. Chark will go 4-year 32. Okay, I've got to get a little more for him. That's totally fine. He's worth the money. Telvin Smith, I'm going to hold off because don't know how much he's going to regress. Other than that, I think we're okay. We got a dev trade opportunity. An X Factor ability chance for Miles Jack. I may have to hop in that game. That's going to be tough, though. 3 INTs, forced fumbles, tackles for loss, sacks. It's tough. I mean, I'll give it a try, but no promises. I'll do that off camera, though. It's not something that's worth watching when you play defense only. Colts move up to 7-0. Jeez. Let's take a look at the MVP race. See what we're working with here. Cam Newton at the number 1 spot. Not surprised, as he is on a whole nother level. Jacoby Brissett number 2. Matt Ryan at 3. This looks about right. It looks about right, except for Carson Wentz at a 2-5 Eagles team and Trubisky at a 4-4 team. But other than that, no big deal. AFC Offensive Player of the Year's got them right there. Le'Veon Bell at 10. Minshew is up there. Max Divins is up there. Defensive Player of the Year, Darren Lee. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Shazier at 10. Darius Leonard at 7. Colts. Rookie of the Year is going to that running back on the Ravens. It's right there on my screen. I'm blind. Julian Payne also up there. And that's pretty much it. I haven't really heard any of the other guys. Sean Wooten, I think, was the receiver on the AFC side. Defensive Rookie of the Year, don't know who that is. Matthew Cochran, was that that may have been the linebacker that we drafted. Le'Veon Forbes is the safety for the Dolphins. Is that number 2? None of these names look... Anthony Craig looks familiar. There we go. And Jimmy Reynolds looks familiar too as a linebacker. QB, of course, going to be Cam. Running back is Le'Veon. Receivers, Juju. Haven't been thrown at him at all in the 2 games that I played. Not sure how he's the best receiver. Quinn Nelson for O-line. Not surprised. Not surprised there or there. Jonathan Jones, DB. That kind of surprised me. So we got Jaguars corner there. Another Jaguars corner. And let's switch over to the NFC now. Matt Ryan leading it. Jatavis Brown for Defensive Player of the Year. Okay. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Caleb Cadilla. Who is that again? What position is he? Is he the tight end? No. Is that an offensive 70 overall? I gotta check who that is. Somehow he's winning Rookie of the Year. Sean Capers was the running back. And I don't know the rest of these people. So it's just late round picks, I'm assuming. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Bart Lamonte better win because X Factor linebacker should win. John Van Dyke's the corner on the Rams. Deion Whitehead's the corner on the Niners, number 2. And yeah, best QB on a Dak, not surprised. Running back, Kamara was up on the MVP race. So, Josh Gordon for receiver. Okay, apparently better than Julio, sure. O-line goes to the Cowboys, basically. D-line goes to Chris Jones. Linebacker, Jatavis Brown, even though Montagna was up for Rookie of the Year. Okay. DBs, you can see them here. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that list there. And yeah. So we got an interesting MVP race right now. Interesting race. All around. That's where we're going to end this episode at. And, yeah, guys. Thank you for watching. Do all that crazy stuff down below. And I'll see you in the next one.